Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to American Defender. I hate doing videos like I'm about to do, but um, I've got the G-Force GF9 Rapture right here. This is a Glock 26 clone. I think they also call this something like the GF9 RX or something like that. I got the box right here. G-Force Arms, yeah, Rapture X. So it's the G-Force Arms 9mm Rapture X 3.25 inch barrel with a 16 round magazine and OD green. Okay, so it's the Rapture X, and this gun came out about a year ago, a little less than a year ago, something like that. They're a newer company located in Reno, Nevada, and they cloned a Glock 26 Gen 3, Gen 4. All right. They're an affordable little firearm. This one right here was $279.99. Okay, so for under $300, if you want to get a Glock 26, it's got all the goodies on it. There it is. Has the RMR cut, front serrations, rear serrations, flat face trigger that's metal. You've got the straight back or streamlined grip handle on it. It does not use Glock mags. All right. They won't even fit in it. It uses a proprietary mag, which I believe is based on a SIG 226 mag. I have heard that it was based on a Beretta mag, so I happen to have an old junk Beretta mag here that didn't work anymore, and I went ahead and lopped a hole in it. And it goes in and everything, but it will not operate the slide, and it will not load a cartridge. All right, so I compared this to a friend of mine's 226 mag, got the calipers out, was measuring the distances of the holes. If you look at the front of it there, it's just, if you guys can see that, it's in the same dang place roughly that a SIG 226 cut would be. It's just these are bigger. These are a bigger notch as compared to the SIG 226. So I believe it's a SIG 226 mag. It's also got the double diamonds on the side as opposed to you have the single diamond. This is what I call the diamond right here. All right, the single diamond on the side right there. These are dual diamond, which is, if you guys can see that, there you go, double diamond mags, which is what the SIG 226 is. We look at the notch here, and we look at the notch here. The notches are close, but if you notice, the little arm there on the follower sticks out further, like it would on a SIG 226, as opposed to the Beretta 92. It kind of goes inside the mag there. All right. So, I mean, I'm sure there's some Beretta mags that might work with it, but it looks like it's a SIG body. All right. To me, it's closer to a SIG, which is fine. All right. Though all those mags are proven out mags. They're fine. I'm kind of relieved it doesn't use Glock mags, because I'm not a fan of the big bulky Glock mags. These are a thinner mag, and that makes this grip thinner than the Glock 26, which then makes this slightly lighter than a Glock 26. You've got your stippling everywhere. I mean, it's got all the right things in the right places. Okay, the trigger on it is beautiful. It's not even spongy. Okay, it feels really good, and it doesn't have what I call the Glock squeak. If you have a Glock, you know what I'm talking about. At least I would hope you would, where it's got that kind of a squeak when you go to pull the trigger. It doesn't even have that. Okay, so we took it out and we shot it. We put about 150 rounds or so through it. All just standard pressure rounds, nothing plus P. Shot a lot of this Winchester Defender 115 grain jacketed hollow point. We also shot a half a box of, what is that? Sig Sauer Elite Defense 124 grain standard pressure. I have the other half of the box in here, right there. As you can see, those nickel-plated cartridges right there. Uh, so I shot a half a box of those. Most of the stuff that we put through this in testing was Blazer Brass 115 grain FMJ and MagTech 115 grain FMJ with the nickel plated case. All right, for smoother and easier extraction. That's why they nickel plate cases. And it fired fine. I didn't no jams, nothing like that. All right, went through everything without skipping a beat. Had the Hollow Sun 407C on here, rocking and rolling at 11 yards with it, holding a really good group. I was very excited for this gun. Okay, Miss Defender was very excited for this gun as well. And, well, we got it home to clean it, and I noticed a couple things. Number one, my guide rod. If I get it here, give it a second, it'll do it. There it goes, it's coming. My guide rod's loose in it. All right, now this guide rod will tension when you put the slide back on. It doesn't stay loose, but you know, there's about 5/6 thousandths of an inch of slop between this guide rod and the location lug on the barrel. Okay, the barrel I like. You know, it's conventionally rifled, and you have a fully supported chamber on here. All right, I like that. You've got about an 8 thousandths of an inch oversized chamber here. So that's nice too. Okay, I like that. It's not so wildly oversized. You know, my last Glock 17 I had, Gen 5, was approximately 12 thousandths oversized from a you know, unfired sized brass. This one is less than that, which I like that. The manufacturer does tell you don't use aluminum or steel case in it. And that's probably why, because it's got a little tighter chamber. All right. Glock does the way oversized chamber just for, and that unsupported chamber just so there's more feeding reliability. That's why they do that, and that's also why you get the Glock bump in your cartridges. This, I didn't really see that there, okay? I didn't see the cartridge swelling or anything, and I've popped a cartridge in here and plunk tested it, and there's no exposed cartridge at the head. You know, everything is supported there. So that's a bonus to me. Okay, I like everything about this gun. Everything about it is the way if I was going to make a Glock is this. Okay, that's how I would do it. But while I was cleaning it, I saw something really ugly come out and jump at me, and it's right there. If I get my finger back here, you can probably see it better. You can see my fingernail through it. Slide's cracked. All right. It is cracked on the, if you're holding the gun like this, it is cracked on the left side, right in by the front lug. All right, for the front rail. All right, right by that rail, right there. Okay, weird place for this thing to crack, but it is cracked. The frame itself, I mean, the rails on the frame are straight. They ain't beat up. They're not out of whack. They're equal height. I mean, everything's fine there. I don't know why this happened. Okay, I really honestly don't know. So I have put in a warranty claim on this gun. Okay, and I'm hoping they'll agree to just send me a bare slide and fix it. They probably won't, but I'm hoping they do, because I could swap all this stuff out of here in about 10 minutes. But this might be one of those times where I have to send the gun in. All right. And, you know, everything about this experience with this, other than the crack slide, was positive. And if you go online and watch on YouTube people talking about these that have bought them and really like put them through the test, I think I'm the only one that's mentioned a crack slide, okay, or anything like this going on with them. I don't think this is a common thing. But then again, they've only been around for a year, so I've thought about possibilities, and this is just me brainstorming, because you know how I am, machinist, mechanic, and when stuff breaks like this, I want to know what's going on, try to figure it out. It's problem-solving brain. Okay. I was running a red dot, and I thought, okay, well that changes your center of gravity on your slide. That brings it up. Okay. That adds mass to the slide. It's not a lot of mass, but it's some mass. And when that's traveling at the rate of speed that it does, there is a possibility that that added weight, as it would travel forward and then back, that inertia, coming back, could have, in this area, there could have been a weakness. Obviously, there was a weakness. And it just went ahead and cracked right there. Maybe the tempering on the slide was off. Maybe there was an impurity in the steel that the slide was made out of. I don't know. The one thing I can tell you looking at this is it cracked right at where one of these front serrations starts. It cracked right there. So if G-Force is watching this, my humble opinion here, I'm just doing this to kind of maybe offer a solution here to look at possibly if this does become an issue, is, and it's pretty simple, on your front serrations and even your rear serrations, stop them about halfway or 3/4 of the way. Leave about a good 5 millimeters, of material that's just straight right here. All right. Don't mill it as far down when you go to make the serrations. All right. So like you kind of see there's a line right there. Make that smooth like the rest of the slide, and just don't bring the serrations all the way down. And what that'll do is it'll give you a little bit extra meat in that area, and make it more, make it stronger. Give it a little bit more oomph right there to kind of stop that from happening. All right, just a suggestion. All right, just a friendly suggestion, machinist. I got my associates in gunsmithing and everything, so kind of looking at that, going, maybe that kind of happened. I really don't know for sure. Okay. So this is going to get warrantied out. I'm waiting on their reply. And as soon as I figure all that out, guys, I'll give you an update on it and how it's going. Okay. And, we'll see how their customer service is then, too. I did order 2 factory mags for it because it does only come with one. So I ordered 2 factory mags for it. And we'll also see how long it takes me to get those. They're located in Nevada. They're in Reno, Nevada. All right. The guns are assembled and quality control checked in America, in the United States, and I believe Nevada. I did read somewhere, I think it was their online site, that they also have a headquarters in Texas, I think it is. I don't remember where I read that, but I remember reading it somewhere. I want to say it was like Lubbock, Texas or something like that. But either way, the parts, however, I have heard are made in Turkey. And the guns are assembled here. Okay. So that's hearsay at this point in time. I haven't confirmed it. I see nothing on this gun that says made in Turkey. I see nothing on it that says made in the United States, but I do see G-Force Arms Inc., Reno, Nevada, USA, right there on the grip. So America's got something to do with it. It doesn't say made in USA anywhere on the manual. The manual is a very nice manual. I got to say that. That's, if this is Turkish, I got to say that's really good, because it's a color manual. All right, you can see there, nice clear instructions and everything. The English is really well written and everything, and easy to understand. And I'm trying to remember where it was. Is it in here? Where I saw Texas. I remember seeing Texas, headquarters in Texas. Maybe it was on Google. I don't know. But the gun says Reno, Nevada. So either way, part of the process, being assembled in America, whatever. I'm not one to bash Turkish guns. I like them. Okay, so that doesn't bother me. But either way, there it is. Okay, this video was going to be a lot different before I saw that crack. Okay, I was going to talk about how something like this actually kind of makes Glock irrelevant in my mind. All right, because there's no real reason to go buy a Glock anymore, especially at the prices the Glock's asking for them. There's really no reason because this exists. And it's $279, and it's the same thing with upgrades. And if you ask me, ignoring the crack in my slide again, thinking I think that's a fluke. There's a lot of things that are better about this than a Glock. And the fact that it has Glock compatibility for parts, in a worst case scenario, in my case here, it's going to suck if it comes down to this, but I could just, go buy a Glock 26 slide and put all this stuff in it, and I'm good. Okay. It's $100 or so for a slide with an RMR cut. For just a basic one, and that would work just fine for me. Okay. I don't need the latest and the greatest. I just need it to work. That's it. So, oddball discussion, oddball video. I know. I don't like doing videos like this where stuff breaks, but it did. The proof's right there. Oddly enough, again, Glock style pistol, and look who was getting shot. Old Winchester was right there again. All right. You guys know my luck with Glock pistols is not the best. Okay, so however, it is what it is. I do like the pistol at this point in time. I don't recommend it, and I don't not recommend it. I'm kind of I can't say anything really as far as that goes. As far as recommendations go, all right. I'm not going to tell you to go buy one, and I'm not going to tell you to not go buy one, because I haven't dealt with their customer service yet, and I haven't tested it really long enough to really get a definitive answer. I know everybody else online praises these things and says good things about them, and have got a lot more rounds through them than I've got on this one, and they haven't had anything like this happen. So maybe it was just a bad batch of parts. I don't know, but it's something to look out for if you do own one of these. So, any which way, thank you for watching. God bless you. God bless America. Remember to take your kids fishing, take your kids shooting. I'll see you all on the flip. Watch out for that update. Bye now.